Yes, yes, yes. Welcome back to Quincy Bowl TV. Thank you so well for joining me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are back in the barbershop today. We're just gonna be barber talk, as you can see from uh the headings is called barber talk. So we're just gonna have any conversation that you have, please put it in the chat. We're just gonna talk. It's not just gonna be me talking a whole bunch of nonsense. So whatever you need to talk about, please bring it up. We will talk about it. All right. But before we start, please share, subscribe, like, especially that notification bell, that little bell thing in there. Please click that because it's very important to let you know when we are on. And I'm hoping that everybody's doing well. I know there's wherever you are, I'm pretty sure your nation is playing some form of international friendly. And, I think we will get out here before it starts. So you will get a chance to go sit down and enjoy the football. But before we start, let's big up some, we got Honesty who's in the building right now. Play Honesty. What you got for us? He said Liverpool head of football operations, Michael Edwards, has reportedly open talk with Toulouse over a deal that will see Fenway Sports Group acquire the League One side. Yeah, I saw this earlier this morning on my side, and it's very interesting. I want to see how they're going to go about that. You know what I mean? Because we know City has Genora, or however you pronounce their name, and they are what, second or third in the La Liga right now, and both teams can be in the Champions League. You see what I mean? So that business plan, I need to study more to see how they're gonna go around it, because I know for sure Toulouse is not gonna become just a feeder club for Liverpool. Toulouse is gonna stand on their own, and if Toulouse is gonna stand on their own, and you got FSG and you got whatchamacallit, you have Michael Edwards overseeing all this stuff, then I'm assuming that Toulouse will become very, very a successful club. So I want to know how. Big up to K-Mac in the building. I will send a link very, very soon, bro. I want to know how they're going to go about this one, because if they run that league, they run Toulouse properly like they run Liverpool, they're going to be successful. They're going to be very, very, very successful. And if they are, and Toulouse say came in second or third, or however they win the league, how they going to progress to the next level? So they win the league or come in second and they go to Europa? Is that how it's going to be? Is Genora going to go to Europa and City is going to stay in Champions League? So that business thing, I want to know how it's going to happen. Big up yourself, Rev Knight. Thank you so much. Good to see you, my brother. Good to see you come inside. I got you. You need a hairline, you need a trim, whatever you need, man. If you want to braid the hair, I got you too. So, but yeah, like I said, anybody who has a topic you want to talk about it, please bring it up. We will discuss it. As I was saying, this business thing of, one owner owning multiple clubs, especially with the way it's set up in UEFA and FIFA, will not allow a club, one owner, to own multiple clubs that will be able to play in Champions League. Now, Red Bull, on the other hand, and even with Red Bull, they try so hard to change their name. It's Red Bull, Red Bull, Leipzig. They try to call themselves FC Strasbourg or whatever they call it. But and even with them, I think the only reason why they have that is because they are grandfathered in. So it's a case of they can bypass the new rules, so they get away with that. So I don't know how any other club is going to do it with this new rule. So I want to understand more. If, let's say, we are in South America, we are in Australia, Asia, those areas where sometimes a lot of players tends to get lost. Like right now, Chelsea is going really, 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 really hard in the South American market. They're looking for players because their goal is not to miss the next Neymar, the next the next Vinny, and those type of players. So it's like what I see the plan on that side, but when it comes to Europe, it's very, very hard. Big up, MK To. Good to see you, my brother. Thank you so much for joining me. What are you saying? From Carvalho, I was told I did come and play as a 10, but we don't really play as a 10. So I probably say that the reason it hasn't worked out. That's a very, who told him that we play with 10? Is it his agent or is it somebody from the club? Because if anybody knows, since club has been there, we've never played with a 10. We play with a makeshift 10 where the two number 8, one of them will kind of tack into the middle and kind of play as a 10, but don't usually play 10. And he came in right after the Henderson, Gini, Fabinho year. So who told him that we play as a 10? You see what I mean? Who told him that? The thing is, I also read somewhere where he understood. Big up my man Brian. What's going on, man? I'm gonna fire the link real quick and see if you are available. Leave me and my 21 problems, man. I got so much problems right now, man. It's crazy. Big up, K-Mac. How you doing, man? Are you there? You missed. This guy went dark. How are you hiding in the dark?
I'm good. I need a haircut.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Come through.
Yeah, look, I've got a.
Yeah, man. So I'm right now, today is everybody's whatever topic, bring your own topic. That's what we're doing today. Okay. Big up yourself, Brian. Enjoy the show, man. I'll try to. Which channel are you gonna be on, man? Let me know. So this thing about Fabio Carvalho situation, where he said somebody promised him that he'll play a 10, and I'm questioning who told him that. You came to a club that we'd never played a 10 before. So was it his manager who were trying to get some money or whatever? How did was he informed that there's a 10 position for him? Even Coutinho.
He's talking about Hull because he's playing the 10 there.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe he's
killing it.
He's killing it Hull. With him, I think it's a mental thing. One thing that he said that I agree with him, and I think even he understood. He said that when he came to Liverpool, it was at the wrong time. Things were hard. The manager was trying to figure things out. So he decided to go with the people he trusted, which makes sense. But the thing is, he could not manage to find a way to also kind of like go, fight to get himself out of the situation, how to get into the team. So they sent him to Leipzig, and Leipzig, he didn't do nothing much. But when he's back at Hall, he's killing the league right now over there. What does that mean to us, though?
They didn't send him to Leipzig, by the way. That was his agent and his manager. He constructed that move himself. Liverpool had Hull City lined up with Tyler Morton for him, but he didn't want to go there because he wanted to go to Germany and see whether he could cut it out there, and it obviously backfired. And he should have done what the management told him to do, and now he's obviously flourishing in Hull City with Tyler Morton, which works out better for us really because we're going to get a player back who's played a load of games, got loads of confidence. He's also got a good relationship with another player that's going to come back. Depending on who we get manager-wise, next season, Carvalho and Tyler Morton will have a chance to get into the squad.
It's
They will.
it's a
They've got enough
big
players.
preseason. Yeah, preseason is going to be a big. How did they say? A big preseason for a lot of players. A lot of players. You got to go ahead.
Tyler Morton is a fully fledged England under-21 international, and he's a very good player. I've never seen him have a bad game for Liverpool, but he just hasn't played enough. He, unfortunately, he was in the team when Klopp had that persona about him where he just wouldn't play anyone. He just wouldn't play anyone. He had his favourites and the old guard and all that crap. Like this time though, like new manager, new ideas, new opportunities. We're definitely going to get a manager that plays a 10. Definitely.
Yeah.
All three managers that we're linked with all play 10s.
All play 10s, yeah. As a matter of fact, the 3-4-2-1 that Alonso plays is 2 number 10s compared to the club 2 number 8s. So I think he will have that's the question though. Came back and
Alonso's played a 4, by the way. Alonso's played a 4 at the back with
no, he depends on which competition or team he's plays against. But mostly in Bundesliga, he's been playing 3 in the back.
3.
But yeah, so this is what I was going to ask. With all these players, how many players do you think? Because a lot of people are going to be so disappointed thinking that we're going to go on a shopping spree. How many players do you think that we're going to get? Pick your favorite manager that you think we're going to get, right? We speculated, we don't know, right?
Well,
so pick your... Yeah, go ahead.
I kind of do know. I told you I told you on WhatsApp. We're getting Alonso. Like, there's too much chatter in Europe. There's too much chatter in Europe that he's agreed a contract.
Yeah.
And he's also bringing Taposa with him. Apparently. Yeah. He's going to cost 50 million. And there's possibly another player who's got a release clause, which only he'll know about.
I think it's words.
I think it's Wirtz as well.
I think it's Wirtz. That kid is special.
I think it's Wirtz as well. Yeah, I think it's Wirtz as well. And to be honest, they're probably the 2 we need. They're probably the 2 we need because you're going to lose Matip, and then Matip. Then if you're thinking we're going to lose Matip, then Quansah's going to move into that position, which is fine. So he'd be 3rd choice centre back. And then we've only got 3 centre backs because Gomez is basically a utility left back, right back. He doesn't really play centre back anymore. So, and for England, he's not even playing centre back. So I would think that you would need another, and you can't rely on Canate for a whole season.
Right.
So, and Virgil's not getting any younger. Next year he'll be 30, 32, 33.
He would need some rest.
Exactly. So Taposa, and if he's going to play 3 at the back, then he's not going to use all our centre backs and then not have any.
You would need more people.
So it make perfect sense. Yeah, it make perfect sense to have five centre backs fit for a back 3. Yeah. It makes sense. Right.
Yeah, because
the weird thing about it is whatever manager we get, we have more attackers than he needs now.
The attackers, I think the attackers
have more attackers than we actually need.
Right.
So there could be an odd man out in attack. And I'm thinking that's going to be, but
but the thing is, okay, let's look at what Honesty is saying here. He said Joe Matip once again expressed his desire to continue the adventure in Liverpool to his leaders. For the moment, only Eintracht Frankfurt has clearly positioned itself behind the scene. I mean, right now there's Joe Matip, the Thiago, who their contract runs out, right? And then you have Virgil, Trent, and Salah. I think Alisson is fine for now, right? But Salah, Trent, and Virgil are the 3 priorities that Edwards is probably working behind the scene right now. So, like honestly saying, do we keep Joe Matip or bring somebody else? Because we still have what's that kid? Vanderberg?
Van der Ven. Oh, sorry, Van der Berg. Yeah, sorry, Van der
Vanderberg,
Ven.
yeah, we also have
Van
him
der
who
Ven.
is who's also killing it in Germany right now.
Yeah.
So what are we saying here? So, people in the chat, what do you think is going to happen? What are your expectations? Because we can't go in thinking that, well, if FSG don't spend a lot of money, they fail the new manager, because these players are good. I mean, Kwanzaa, how many people can you bring that's better than Kwanzaa right now? The only people who are better than him are more experienced than him.
I couldn't name another player who's 21 years old as a centre back that's better than Kwanzaa in the world. I couldn't. I couldn't. I mean, I think there's an 8 million release clause on Morello from Nottingham Forest that's been muted, that's been talked about. But you can talk about anyone you want, but we haven't got a manager yet, so
yeah,
you don't know what player he's going to get. Like, all of this stuff could just be old news that was looked at by Klopp and the team, with Klopp, maybe a year ago or so. But if we're gonna get Amaron, then he's going to be looking at different players, and Alonso's going to be looking at different players to Amaron, and the pair of them are going to be looking at different players to Klopp. Like, they just are. So
now, do you know who this Archie Gray is also playing? Who
we won't get him. He's going to cost a fortune.
Yeah, okay.
You're going to be paying England tax. And Leeds might be in the Premier League next season. I think they're like third or fourth. So
yeah, they're pushing really, really hard, and especially with Leicester getting that about to be, they are in trouble. So I don't think Leicester will end up coming up.
No, Leicester aren't getting deducted points this season. It's next season.
It's
when they're in the Premier League. If they make it into the Premier League, they get deducted points in the Prem.
And if they don't,
they still get deducted points.
Okay.
But the points carry into the Premier League.
Only carries to the Premier League. Okay.
Yeah.
Honesty said the two center back, I think, will be who?
Gahey. I don't think Gahey's on our list. I don't think Gahey's a type of player that Alonso would take either. He's not big or strong. He's not even tall. What is he, like 5'6", 5'7"? He's not a big lad. That's why he doesn't play for England. That's why he doesn't get picked for England.
Was like a Martinez. He has to be ruthless.
It's a weird one. Like, Southgate doesn't pick him if they're not monsters. Like, that's why Tomori's not getting picked for England. He's not a big lad.
Yeah. Now, Mketo said, I expect Edwards to be smart about this. Yeah, no, he's gonna be smart. The part where we as fan base, and I want to put that in our chat. What are you expecting? Because Edwards don't spend money. It has nothing to do with the owners. He's not coming back without knowing that, hey, I can spend what I need, right, to build this club or whatever club they're gonna buy next. So that one is a factor. But he's also a very shrewd businessman, knowing that I know when to keep this person or when to let this person go. And honestly, it's not going to be him. He's going to oversee it, but it's going to be, what's his name? Hughes is going to be the one doing that. So the expectation for the club, for the fans, don't think that we're going to be spending money. I think the new manager, whether it's Alonso or Amaron, if it's one of them, they bring in maybe 2 or 3 players max. What do you think?
I think there's going to be there'll be a marquee player.
Okay.
Like your Musiala or your
I forgot about him.
Yeah, I think there'll be a marquee player. I really do think there'll be like a 50 to 70 million pound player like that comes in. The thing about it though is like if you're talking about a back three, because basically Amaron plays a 3-4-3, okay, with wing backs in the midfield areas as those two wide midfielders. So there's Trent. Okay, so you got Trent there, or you got Bradley. Okay, straight away you've got either one of them there. Then you've got a back three. So your back three is going to be, if you're going at our squad now, our best players in our squad is a centre back. Then it's Verge, Canate, and Gomez.
Yeah.
So you've took away your auxiliary left back and right back because he's going to be playing centre back and he's going to be playing all the time.
Yeah.
So you've got Trent and Bradley on the right hand side, and you've got the likes of Ramsey, who's still not back at the club, but you've got Ramsey.
Ramsey.
Yeah, you got Ramsey. So you got Ramsey, who's available. Then on the left hand side, if you're getting Alonso, I can guarantee your first pick is going to be Chambers, because he wanted Chambers at Bayer Leverkusen. So you'd be looking at Chambers, or you'd be looking at Robbo, and then Tsimikas. I don't think Tsimikas will stay at the club, if I'm honest.
No, I don't think.
And then you've also got Owen Beck. So you've got three players. So you've got three players there. For me, only Robbo is really the only one that I would have, if I'm honest.
I mean, I think you keep Robbo for his experience, right? You need that.
But
you need that.
But if you're looking at what Edwards does, Robbo's going to be 30. Tsimikas will be 27. Tsimikas hasn't really got a look in with Klopp, to be fair. So you would think that probably those two move. If we get Amaron, then there's a good chance he'll probably bring Ignacio with him, who's the left-sided centre back or left-sided wing back player.
Wing back,
so you got him. You got him. Then you got Chambers. Then you got Beck. Then your spare centre back is going to be Quansah.
Yeah.
But I'd still want one more.
Yeah.
So then you got Van der Berg. Van der Berg's a centre back, but he's also a right back. So what do you do? Do you push Trent into midfield then?
Play
midfield.
That's what I'm saying.
Whoever's going to be then you've got
whoever's going to be the manager has a headache. Because
he has got a headache.
He got a headache because honestly saying Trent, there's been rumors this week, towards the end of last week, saying that Madrid really, really, really want Trent. So now I think there's also an adverse reverse situation where now maybe Jude Bellingham is the one who's now trying to poach Trent to Madrid, right? I don't think Trent will go anywhere.
Where does Trent play though?
I think we're gonna lose Thiago. So you bring in Trent into that midfield. Now, if we get Musiala, what's his name? Musiala, then I don't know. Honestly, I don't know, because the way Alonso plays his right backs or the wing backs, Trent is not going to be wanting to do that. He will want to go forward, but the coming back will be a problem. So the manager has a really, 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 really situation. Well, I guess they said 5'10" for Gay. So he's pretty tall. Maybe he looks small. What do you think about Javi? Does Javi have a chance? I mean, people think that Javi might not have a chance.
No, Javi's definitely got a chance.
He got a chance, right?
Yeah, Javi's.
I think Javi got a chance.
Javi's got a brain twice the size of his head. He's got an incredible football brain. Javi will be fine. Javi will be brilliant under both managers. He really will. If you look at some of the players that they play, so you've got your Wirtz, you've got Hoffman, who play for Leverkusen.
Yeah.
Javi could fit in that role perfectly. Dom can fit in that role perfectly. McAllister could fit in that role perfectly, if I'm honest. They'd all do a great job in that kind of role with a Carvalho as well. Salah might just have to play more central under a new manager. He just might. And I tell you what, if you want to get excited about Amaron, the most informed striker in all 5 leagues
Yeah.
plays for him. And is he Danish or Norwegian? I think he could be
Who?
Danish. The striker they've got. Let me find his name.
Oh,
Let me
for what's his
for
name?
Sporting.
Sporting. I mean, I heard that a
Let
couple
me find
EPL teams were looking at him. Yeah, I think.
Victor Gyökeres.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to know about this kid?
Yeah.
He's not a kid anymore. He's 20. He's 24
Mhm.
now.
Mhm.
They signed him from Brighton in 2022 for 500,000,
Mm.
and they're probably going to sell him for about 70 million
Mm.
next year.
Oh no, he's gonna
Talk
be.
about business by Almiron.
Yeah. No, the Sporting is gonna make a lot of money.
They're going to make a boatload of money off this guy.
Yeah. Now, moving forward, I have this thing that I
Swedish.
wanted. Yeah, I wanted to talk about, and people in the chat, I need your help, right? And it came like I saw you started putting, I don't want to say your conspiracy theory, but I saw
Is
you
that
already
me?
started. Yeah, you put it in the WhatsApp chat couple over the weekend.
Yeah.
The way the league is now restructuring all the games that needs to be played, the rest of the games, the leftover games that City, Liverpool, Arsenal, I think Everton, and I think Spurs are okay. Chelsea, they need to find a way to find spots for them, right? And right now, they say if Arsenal makes it to the next round of the Champions League, they will have to take one of their games out. So now it pushes everybody out, which is fine. That's part of the, if you want to win more trophies, that's what happens. So I brought an idea, right? What do you think that is, because the whole reason why this thing is getting to become a problem is because they need to find TV time slot for the games, and the EPL has to work with the TV channels, right?
Mm-hmm.
I said it's time for EPL to have their own streaming platform, like Netflix, Amazon, and those type of things, where it's just EPL. So that means EPL can schedule the games whenever they want, right? So when you have a game like Liverpool versus City, you don't play it at 12:30, which
They
makes
do
no
have.
sense because
They
that's
do.
the only time.
They
Go
do.
ahead.
They do. The EPL have their
Hmm.
own streaming services. What they do is when you watch the game in a pub,
Hmm.
if it's not Sky or BT,
Hmm.
it's EPL.
Okay.
Normally, it's got like that music.
Hmm.
That's the EPL music. Like
Hmm.
it is EPL. What we need to do is we need to just take our football to Liverpool FC, and Liverpool
Yeah, but
FC,
the
the
individual.
Liverpool FC TV channel
Mhm.
should just buy the streaming rights to their own football matches,
I
and
mean, that
and
one,
then yeah,
the league won't allow it because that's what
fuck
Barcelona
them,
and Madrid does. They won't allow
fuck
it
him. They fuck
because
us over
then
constantly.
I mean, that's what I thought that they should have done it. But I think if you have your own streaming service, you could schedule the game however you want. Then you don't care what time Sky wants Liverpool or whatever. You could say all game starts at what, 3 o'clock or whatever. We're gonna play on a Sunday. We're gonna play. Of course, you're gonna schedule around other cup competitions. But the thing is, sometimes I think like a lot of times these clubs can schedule it the way they want because they have to check with the TV channels, right? Out here, the NFL or the NBA, they got their own platform where they can stream it whenever they want. If they choose on, and then of course they sell setting games to the big channels. And I think the EPL should do that because imagine, why would you want to subscribe to Sky when you could subscribe to just the EPL channel? You subscribe to Sky because of the games. Right now, you could only focus just on the games.
Yep.
You see what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah. Like
And that will create more content, because now EPL can look into the future where you could have all these YouTube content creators, you could have them on the channels, right? People like you, myself, anybody here can go on there, could watch it live or watch it just like watch the Netflix, where be like, oh, K-Mac is on, so I'm gonna go watch a K-Mac show, whatever show that K-Mac did at the time. You could create a whole bunch of content around the games that is needed by the fans, which is what EPL is. And now we've seen that the big channels, the big broadcasters are trying to do the same thing, but they're not doing it right. Yeah, they have all the right tools, but they can't do it right because it's not organic.
But personally, I think everything will end up just being owned by the Middle East, because they'll just buy.
That's exactly what they're doing right now.
They'll pay the big bucks, and everything will just get put over to them, and you end up just watching everything through beIN Sports, and you end up just watching Andy Gray and Richard Keys and Jason McAteer just constantly.
That's what I'm saying. If you want,
and the player that got kicked by Zidane, what's his name? De Jong, is it?
De Jong.
Did he used to play for Man City? Him as well. He's always on there.
Oh,
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So because why is Liverpool now? Liverpool has to play another 12:30 game again, right? So why for the seventh time?
What I don't understand, and this might take a bit of time to talk about this, but what I don't get is, first of all, I don't get why we're too nice, because why have we left all our international players to play games? Just pointless games when Man City and Arsenal have been pulling all their players out.
Well, apparently they're all injured. They said they're all injured, right?
Not injured.
They said right now, actually, that's a good segue, because let's look. They said Saka.
How have we let Konate play for France when he wasn't even fit to play for us?
Well, that's why they prep him to play for France.
Gee, he wasn't fit to play against Man United, and then he went on international. So he's fit enough to play for an international team to get picked for France, but he wasn't fit enough to be picked for us. And then we lost Nunes, Gapco, and Diaz, all injured.
Nunes didn't go. Nunes at home.
Go. He scored 2 goals.
No, Nunes hasn't played, unless he played a second game. Nunes hasn't been gone. They said he was injured, so they didn't let him go. Diaz went.
Pretty sure I watched a game where he scored 2 goals.
Yeah, people in the chat, please help us out. I know what you're talking about, because I saw that and I kept looking for the game that he played, but I couldn't see it. Somebody said in the chat, say, "Oh, Nunes just scored 2 more goals," and I didn't see it. But
yeah, that was me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just like honestly said.
No, he wasn't. Okay.
Yeah, he didn't go. Yeah, he didn't go. That was a smart one. What's the name? Yeah, Word scored a wonderful. Yeah, Diaz scored a wonderful goal. I mean, Diaz gave a great assist. I think all of them today's their last game. So, let's talk about this one. Didier Deschamps on Arsenal. That was cold-blooded. I thought he doesn't like this player or whatever. He said he's having a good season, but he's also does things what I don't like so much. For France, he has limited game time. What's up?
Did he not get picked for France?
No, he got picked.
Have you seen the video of Mbappe taking the Mickey out of his boots?
Yeah.
And he goes, "I'm going to ring Nike and get you sorted. Like, you're not wearing them."
Yeah, it's like you wear the same boots all the time. But no, that's the thing though. I think with the Konate thing that you're talking about, I think Konate was ready. Liverpool knew if they play him on Sunday, France is going to call him. So they did anyway. They did anyway. But the thing was, if he plays on Thursday, they were like, okay, let's not risk it. He's gonna go. He's gonna play.
He should not have been allowed to play for France.
You can, if he's fit. If he's fit, there's nothing you can do.
Sorry, we need to be more ruthless with stuff like this.
But these days, you have to prove to them that he's actually injured. Unless you force him, you have to.
Man City and Arsenal. Arsenal pulled Saka.
And they say Saka, Martinelli, and Gabriel probably might not be fit for Sunday. Sunday's game.
Yeah,
Walker is the one that they
you know
say
it works.
case was not as
You know it
serious.
works. They'll be fit.
Who?
And you know how it works. They'll be fit. It's mind games.
I mean, I want to see how well they play, because if they start, this is the same time where all of them started falling off. That works in our favor, anyway. But the whole international break, I don't know why. I have believed that there was a needed of a break, but they shouldn't have 2 games for international break.
That's pointless.
It was pointless. It's all friendly games. It's all friendly. I understood if it was World Cup qualifiers or Euro qualifiers or whatever it is, or AFCON qualifiers. But it was just friendly games. Friendly games. You don't even need. I like what Egypt did. They didn't call Salah.
Well, they're still not happy with Salah, are they? They're still not happy with him.
No, they knew he's not fit. They knew Salah is not fit. He's gonna go. Everything is gonna run through him. He's gonna get injured, and they got World Cup coming. Remember, when the season is over, they all going back to camp again. It's not done yet. Yeah, when they're done, after the season, they all going back to camp. Egypt has a couple of World Cup qualifiers to play. South Americans have the CONCACAF to play. Europe, and some of them might even go to the Olympics. So there's so many things going on where even after the season, it's not done yet.
No rest.
Yeah. So that they have to go ahead.
And also, like, just these 12:30 kickoffs, like 12:30 West Ham away. Like, seriously? Like they turned around and said, oh, well, you know, if Arsenal and Man City qualify, then we bump the game to Sunday. Why not just have the game on Sunday anyway? Like,
that's the thing.
Why not just have the game on Sunday? Like, you not only are you messing the fans around, you're also messing us around because we've got an early kickoff in London.
Yeah,
it means the preparation's different.
Yeah, because now you're looking at another team and you're like, what's going on here? What's that?
We've got 4 games in 10 days.
Yep.
3 games in 6 days. And they're all away. It's just.
Wait a minute. Greece lost to Georgia?
I personally don't think we're favourites anymore.
For what?
For the Premier League.
Oh, I still think we are.
And
why do you think that we're not?
It's because of the fixtures.
No, the fixtures, it doesn't matter with Liverpool because our games are easier.
It's because of the fixtures. It's those 3 away games. You got Fulham, West Ham, and Man United away. They're all really hard games. And you got Everton as well, somewhere in there.
Fulham,
West Ham, and Man United away.
Yeah, I think
and Everton.
This is the thing.
Sorry.
And this is the thing. And let's move on to this.
All hard games.
All the players that are coming back, and I had this on the Sunday show. All the players that are coming back, we don't have an excuse.
I actually feel players coming back is our Achilles heel. I actually feel that's sometimes when we play the worst.
Because some of them have to get back in fitness. Yeah. So that one, yes, I see that little bit of the point there. But what I'm saying is, right now you got 10 games, 6 of them are home, right? Oh no, is it 6 at home?
Starting.
What?
You see that? Konate started.
Oh, Konate started. Yeah. Who they playing today? I think they're playing Germany. No, they already played Germany. They lost. I think they're playing a very solid team. I mean, you got Virgil's also playing today.
Just ridiculous. Chile.
Oh, they play Chile. Yeah. They play in Chile, yeah. So, I mean, that one is just, pray and cross our fingers so that nobody gets injured. But at this point, the international games, this is my plan for international game, if FIFA wants to listen. Move all the international game into 1 month. When the season is over. So maybe towards the end of May and June. and play all the games in that month. They did that before, and it was glorious. Because what will happen is now you're taking all the international games from the league season. That will make the league season very shorter, because now we don't have to wait 2 weeks to play another game, right? That 2 weeks we could play every 2 days or every 3 days in those leagues. Then you have the league cups in between those. So that means all season will probably be done by what? April, first week of May with the cups and whatever. Now some of the players can take a break, and then end of May they go to camp. You have what, 6 or 8 games in June, just like you play in the World Cup, right? And then after that they go international break, and those get ready for the next season. Because the thing is, the reason why people get the injuries also comes in. It's not just the game; it's also the travels. The travels is a big factor in why some of these guys usually gets injured. So I'm saying play when the season is over, then you play all of it in 1 month. What do you think?
What I don't get is the international breaks are at the worst time for anybody. Because
that's why I say play that 1 month.
They had international breaks just before Christmas, when you got that massive run of games straight after the international break.
You got 3 international breaks before Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Which they play 2, 2, 2, 6 plus 1, 7, right? And then after that, they got one more, which is this one.
Well, they did an international break straight after Christmas.
Yes, they did that one. So that's 8.
Which was just ridiculous. So you've got and it's a massive, and I feel it has a massive bearing on who wins leagues, depending, because if you look at the international break before Christmas, we got rinsed, and we still ended up top of the table, just by hook or by crook. Like, no idea how, to be honest, because we still had a threadbare squad then.
Yeah.
But we had a informed Jota and Nunes then, I think. But
no, I don't think we had international. We didn't have international, but we had Salah go for AFCON. That's what happened.
So we lost 2 players to AFCON, didn't we?
Yeah, we lost 2 players to AFCON. So that's what I'm saying. If we move all these games into 1 month, then you don't have to worry about travel during the season. You just focus on the season and the cups. And then when that is done, they take a week or 2 off. They come back for those who are going to international duties. Go get back into with the international teammate, and then they play all the games in 1 month. I remember, I think it was before the 2010 World Cup, before the 20 World Cup, they played all the there was like literally 3 or 4 qualifiers in June, and everybody played. So that's why I made the 2010 World Cup so exciting, because there was a lot of players there to qualify, to qualify. So with me, I'm like, yeah, this travel is annoying. Like, I understand they have to protect. Yeah.
Why is Dom even playing? Like, why is he
playing? Dom has been playing. You can't. This is the thing. You can't tell him why is he playing. He has to play. His country called him. His country called him. He has to play, and he's playing well. He needs the game time. No, but he needs game time. What?
Just a nothing game.
All of them are nothing game. All of them are nothing game. All of them are international friendlies.
Ridiculous.
But honestly, Soboslai, for me, he needs to play, because he needs game time. He hasn't played since he came back. He's been playing minutes here. So some of them needs the game time.
I don't want any of them to play.
Who?
I don't want none of them to play. I don't want any of them to play. I'm glad Jones didn't play. Like, I'm glad he wasn't fit, because then he didn't get called up to England.
I think, I'm very sad that he didn't get called. He needed to be. Him and Elliott should have having a call.
I've no idea about Harvey Elliott. Like, I just like.
Him and Elliott should have been called to ahead. How do you call Kobe Menu where he hasn't played that many matches? This is just a whole media hype, and I understand they want to get him in because they know Ghana was trying to get him. So they're like, yeah, let's put him in there, let him have a game going. How is Kobe Menu playing over Elliott?
I don't know. No idea. Like, Harvey Elliott looks like a man in a child's game playing for the under-21s.
That's what people were saying.
8 goals in like 6 games or something stupid like
You
that.
know, he's been balling.
He looks like he shouldn't be in there. He looks like he's too old to be playing,
Mm-hmm.
but he's still only 20. Like, he's still got another 2 years where he can play in that under 20 months.
Yeah.
It's a bit silly. It is a bit silly now.
Mhm.
I find it a bit silly that
Well,
he's not playing.
Southgate, at this point, let me ask you a question. Do you think Southgate is going to Man U?
I hope so. I hope so, because then he can fail there. And I hope,
I don't
hope
think
they get him. Hope they get him before the Euros, please.
Mhm.
Can't be having another tournament where we don't win.
I mean, that's
Do you
the
want to hear a
question,
crazy
though.
stat? Do you want to hear a crazy stat about Southgate?
Yeah.
In all of the major competitions that we played, yeah,
Mhm.
we played 24 top 10 teams. Yeah.
Mhm.
Guess how many we've beaten under Southgate? Everyone thinks Southgate's this amazing manager, by the way. Guess how many teams out of 24 top 10 teams
Mhm.
we've beaten?
Honestly, Joe Gomez is starting over Stones. I believe they said Stones was injured or something like that. Let us know.
How many do you think?
Who?
How many teams do you think Southgate's beaten with England out of 24 who are in the top 10 of the teams in the
I
world?
think what? 12?
4.
4?
4. And do you want to know what teams they were?
What's that?
They weren't international major
Mhm.
matches. Do you remember we beat France in a friendly? Do you remember we beat Germany in a friendly?
Mhm.
Do you remember we beat Holland in a friendly?
That's crazy.
And we beat
But
Spain. We
yeah,
beat Spain.
MKTO said, do you think Garrett gets incentives to take in certain players? I think so. The Kobe Manu one, that one, I don't know
Yeah,
why. That one
yeah,
was
he
a
does.
little bit suspect. That was very, very suspect because I don't see why you're taking him over Elliott. If Jones was fit and you didn't take Jones, that would have raised a lot of suspicion. But Jones could not make it. So
I
Stones,
don't see how you're taking Rashford over Bowen.
that
How are you
makes no
taking
sense
Rashford?
either.
How is Bowen not getting picked?
Yeah,
The
Rashford
guy is on
hasn't been playing
fire.
well.
The guy is like scoring ridiculous amount of
Yes.
goals. Like
Stones just got injured, so Joe G is coming on. The game just started. Didn't it start like 10 minutes ago?
did he kick off a quarter to? Did he kick off a quarter
Yeah.
to? It's only been on 10 minutes.
It's not even been 10 minutes and he got injured already?
You think Stones is injured, or do you think he's just pulling one because
I don't know, but whatever it
he's
is.
been told? Because he's
I
been
mean,
told.
that's
1-0 to
crazy.
Belgium.
Oh, England is playing Belgium, right?
Yeah, we're getting beat.
Oh my goodness. Who scored?
Tillemans. Play. We should have gotten a free transfer, by the way.
He's not fit. He's never fit to play a whole game. He barely is doing. What is he doing at Aston Villa? Nothing much. No, right now
He's playing every game for Villa.
but he can't play full fitness game. He gets injured quite a bit too. At this point, I'm tired of our players getting injured. So talking about injury, have you guys seen our super player coming up? Pachetek. Stefan.
Yeah.
I don't know what they did to this kid, but this kid has swelled up.
I don't think we're going to see Stefan. He might get one game, but that's it. Like he might play in Europe, but I don't.
I think he'll get a Euro games.
Yeah, I don't see him playing any.
I think
Premier League games now.
he'll get some Europa games, especially if we beat them big at Anfield and we go to a return league. I think he would do something well. Well, people in the chat, what do you guys think about Bachetek, and what are you expecting from him next season? Because, bro, we've been waiting for him to go through his growth spurt so that he could start playing.
I'm expecting
his
a loan,
name is
mate.
Gohan. What's that?
I'm expecting a loan next season for him.
I don't think he will. Like I said,
Next
it's going to be
season,
based on the preseason, man. On preseason, a lot of people has.
Next season, mate, you got Stefan, McConnell, Clark, Doak, Dans, Kumas, all going out on loan. All going out on loan. They won't play for the new manager. They're too young.
I mean, some of them are pretty well. Some
new
like I
manager,
said,
even I mean, you look at Xabi Alonso, you look at Amaron. They don't play kids. They don't play kids. They'll play like 21-year-olds, 22-year-olds.
Which most of these kids are.
They're not playing they're all like 19, 18, like 20. I think the oldest player is out of all them lot is McConnell. I think McConnell's 20. Bobby Clark's like 18. Dan's is 18. Stefan's 18. He might be 19 now. Kate Gordon, he'll go out on loan.
Stefan is 19.
Kate Gordon go out on loan. He's 20.
Yeah, he needs to go on loan because he
played in the England under 19.
Yeah, he scored a lot of goals too. Yeah, he did. But that injury held him back. So MK2 said
he won't be at Liverpool next year, mate.
Gotta see. Sometimes growth might slow a player down. Well, we will see. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But he has put in some mass, and he needed a mass because that position he's gonna play, you can't be too scrawny playing that DM role.
He won't play DM.
He's also a right back too, so he could also play there.
New manager ain't playing him DM, mate. He'll play 8.
As an 8, which you
have to look at the players we've got, and you have to look at some of them, and you have to just honestly say they've been played out of position. Like they've been played in the wrong position for so long. So many players we've got, but that's just the way Klopp is. Klopp will just do it because it fits his system. But the new guys are different. They're gonna pick the right player for the right position. Penalty for England.
And for England, who's kicking it?
We get a lot of penalties, don't we? England.
Are they playing at the Wembley?
I don't know. I hope so.
Who's kicking the penalty?
Travel far. Yeah, I'm going to jump off anyway, mate. All right.
Man, thank you so much for coming through, man.
Yeah, man. Catch you later, buddy. All right.
Yes, sir. Big up. Yeah. So who's kicking the penalty, people? Tony. Oh, Tony got called in. That's good for him, and he's gonna score. I know he's gonna score. But yeah, people, let's get back into talking with, what Liverpool moving forward with Liverpool. But before we even talk about moving forward with Liverpool, we need to talk about how Liverpool is gonna win this league. We got 6 games coming up? No, 10 games coming up, and I believe 5 or 6 at home, and we got to win every single home game right now. Every home game is like right now. I don't want to hear excuses. We play a lot of games. No. The good thing that is going to happen with Liverpool is more of our injured players are coming back. Jota is coming back. I think him next week he's doing full training with the rest of the squad. Jones will be doing full training with the rest of the squad this week. Who else? Alisson should be back this week or next week. Trent, same. I think he's been. I hope they don't rush him. If he's not ready, don't force him. But at least I think Trent by next week he will be ready to go. So right now, the only thing we need is some of these players who have been gone for so long to start getting playing time. We don't have that many games left, so the only matches that they can play is the Europa game. So we need that. Tony scored. Of course, Tony don't miss penalties usually. So, quick question to the chat: will you bring in Tony if we can? So back to what I was saying, we need these guys to get back in form ASAP because that will make us unstoppable. You got Jota coming in, that means the front four or front five is set. We could sub everybody. It won't matter who we sub because everybody knows what they do. Oh, Alexander said, nope, no for Tony. Okay, I see you don't like Tony. Why you think he's gonna gamble? But yeah, so like I was saying, bringing in the new guys coming in right now, the headache that the manager has the next couple games, this is where we're gonna see if Klopp is that dude because you got Bradley playing well. When Trent comes in, are you bringing Trent straight in? You know what I mean? In the midfield, Jones is coming in, but you got Endo, Maka, and Szoboszlai balling out. Are you going to sit Endo down and put McAllister back to his 6 and so that you could accommodate Jones and Gravenberg, especially on the left side? I mean, going forward, you got Salah. Are you going to start Salah over Jota if Jota is fit? You're going to put, what's his name, Gakpo on the left side over Diaz because we know when Gakpo is on the left, he's very effective. So I just want to know. I mean, there's so many headache that the manager has. And then in the back four usually selects itself. We don't have that much problem. Alisson is fit. Alisson goes in. Oh, actually, sorry. The left side too. I mean, Joey brings some form of balance on the left side. You know, he doesn't bomb forward like Robo does. What you do with Simicas. Tony got back problems. He even said it. I won't have a career. Okay, I see where you go because of his injury problem. So you think that, yeah, I see where you're going. I see where you're going. Unless he's willing to be sit on the bench like Origi did, and then we bring him in as needed. A player like him, he wants to play. So, and Liverpool, this is also one thing. Next season, Liverpool is going to be in all the competition again. Champions League, we are back. And then we got the other two domestic cups and then the league. So there's going to be a lot of games next season. So the new manager have to be prepared. We have to look at it as club usually like a smaller size team or squad so that, you know, but next manager might not. The next manager might say, nah, I need positions all filled up with 2 or 3 positions where everybody's ready to go. So there's so many things gonna go on this summer. Nobody's that important apart from VVD. Yeah. Oh, Tony got scoliosis. Is that very, very painful? It's very, very painful. And him also knowing Edwards, at least John short of his age, we are not bringing a player like that. Yeah. So yeah, moving forward with this, how are we gonna tackle the season? The banana peel games for me is Manchester United and Everton. Those are the games that I'm looking at. I'm like, okay, if we show up not respecting the team or the match, we might drop points. And right now, because Arsenal and City are playing on Sunday, that match against Brighton should be a full all assault at Anfield. We have to play it like the way we played against Manchester City. Honestly said that for him is Brighton. Yeah, Brighton has been giving us a lot of problems. You know, since Klopp era, Brighton, even though if we want to win, it's always like a very, very cagey and edgy game. Like until the last minute, that's when something brews up. But I know that's what I'm saying. If Liverpool played the way we played against City, there's no team we can beat. The only thing against City, the only thing we didn't do well is take our chances, right? So if Liverpool played the way we play City, any team that comes against us That's a W. We will, and not all teams are like City. So they're not going to hold the ball as long as City does, right? So that means with Liverpool play any other team besides City, we're going to create way more chances, and we have to put those balls in the net. If Liverpool play that way, then the game, we win. It doesn't matter where we played, whether it's home or away. It doesn't matter where we played. If we play well, we win. What are you talking about? We have a bad record against. I won't say bad record. I think last season is an anomaly, but we tend to draw with them a lot. That's what I would say. And it's always something like, I remember where we were beating them 1-0 or was it 2-1, and then Robo was clearing the ball. He kicked the ball and then kicked Welbeck, and they call a penalty. This season we beating them 2-1. We create so many chances. Gravenberg put it away. He hit the post, and then they score a goal. Last season was just we were poor. We were just bad, so they beat the hell out of us. Tilleman is cooking for Belgium in midfield. Really? Who's our English midfield? Because a lot of people have been talking a lot of mess. This is the part where English don't understand. If you put all these superstars in your team, that your midfield is not going to be balanced, and they're going to get cooked, because you're going to face a team where they are balanced, and then they will slice and dice through your midfield. So, yeah, that's the thing. Jude, Manu, and Rice. We heard that they are the future, right? That's what a lot of people have been crying over social media, that they wanted to see this. Okay, let's see how it goes. If you lose this game, there's going to be repercussion. For me, I think Southgate is done after this Euro. He's going to Manchester United. I know for sure he's going to Manchester United. I thought we don't Jude players in the national team. Hey, that's the thing, man. That's the thing. Everybody's putting all their faith in Jude. You can't do that. He needs Paul. And then also you don't have your striker there too. So that's part of it. Yeah, moving forward with Liverpool, we have to win these games. And I'm expecting nothing but W's this coming games. What you're saying, I think Porter will be the next England manager and Flake will go back coaching Germany. I think after Euro, Klopp might be the guy, because that gives him a chance to prepare for the World Cup. That's what I believe. That's the only thing that he hasn't done yet. I think Flick will probably go back to Bayern, even though rumors have been said that De Zerbi is also being looked at. So I don't know. There's a lot of conversation around these managers and everything. Yeah, FSG looking at buying Toulouse and an MLS club. I'm more in favor of an MLS club than Toulouse. England, Bowen. See, people who needed chances are getting chances and they're scoring goals. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I think Toulouse, because what happened? Is FIFA going to change the rule? FIFA or UEFA is going to change the rule where one owner can have multiple clubs in the Champions League? Maybe that rule is about to change. Maybe that's about to change, because if it don't, then what's the reason? Because FSG is going to run Toulouse very well. And if they run it very well, they're going to start winning. And if they win, they're going to qualify for Champions League. Are you telling me you're going to tell the Toulouse fans you can go to Champions League because Liverpool is into Champions League? Or vice versa? I imagine J-Dub showing up to Anfield and say, hey, Anfield faithful, we're going to cancel the Champions League party this year because Toulouse have to go. Since Liverpool, you guys have won so many Champions League. Do you know how the fan base will react? Oh my goodness. So that's what MLS, I know that one, I'm pretty sure they will. They will for sure. I won't be surprised they will probably buy the New England Revolution, since they love being in that corridor of the country. Santos will be a great shout. Santos will be a great shout. Then you become a feeder club. Rice is the England captain, born player in England. Hey, people change. Kobe Menu is from Ghana, but he's playing for England. I'm still salty about that. Oh, goal disallowed? Uh-oh. VAR has shown up. VAR has shown up. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's a big things coming up. Big things coming up. LFC, I mean FSG and LFC have big thing coming up. Owners trying to diversify their portfolio by buying more clubs. I was thinking they were going to buy a club in South America. I think what Honesty is saying is a great point right there. Why don't you buy Santos? Santos will be a great club to buy. Talent galore. You know, you could siphon them into Liverpool, or you could sell them in some part of Europe and make a lot of money, because now you are the one controlling their sale. So I think that would be a preferable than Toulouse. But if you get Toulouse, you get Toulouse. But I believe that maybe there's a possibility that the whole Champions League rule of owners owning multiple clubs is going to change. I think it's going to change, because if you got an owner like FSG and who will run a club very well like LFC, why doesn't that league want that? I mean, look what City Group have done with, is it Genoa? Why not? That's what I'm saying. Why not? Because guess what? It helps La Liga. It makes La Liga profitable. It makes La Liga more watchable. You got more clubs challenging the status quo. Why not? Toulouse coming in, FSG runs them properly. They start competing very well now. Instead of just having PSG, you got Toulouse, PSG, Monaco, Lyon, Marseille. I would rather have them go for Marseille myself. Marseille will be a great club for them to own. Why? Why get to lose? I get to win. I see what you did there, MKTO. That's a good point. Good point. Yeah, why get to lose? Get to win. Get Marseille. Because Liverpool, I mean, our owners are used to getting passionate fans, borderline crazy fans. I think Marseille should be the club that they should get. Marseille is a very historical club, and their fan base is massive in the south part of France. So that will be a good club to get. In MLS, I think they'll probably get a club in the East Coast. What else do you have? I don't like FSG, but they run the club very well when it comes to the business side of it, and we are well known. Exactly. I mean, that's the thing. At this point, they've managed this club so well. Like I always tell people, Liverpool are at the point where they don't need money from their owners. LFC is self-sustainable. They do. We could spend 200-300 million this coming summer if they choose to, right? And then still be under the FFP rule. The commercial side is booming right now. I don't know if you guys have seen the list of the Nike and shirt sales. Liverpool are number 4, right behind. I think it's Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern. Yeah, we are right behind Bayern. And guess who's behind us? Manchester United. So you have to give it up to them. How are you going to be below? You're going to go over the FFP rules with that kind of commercial business. So They're good. LFC is in a very, very, very good place. It would take some idiot to run it to the ground. At this point where we are, we have to big up the manager because he gave us the on-field success. And then you have to give it out to the front office and the boardroom because they've given us, they manage the club to a point where right now the club is self-sustainable. We make money. Any product that is associated with Liverpool makes money. You know, people are forgetting that we are associated with Google. And the fact that we are associated with Google, they're using all this new technology to help the team. I don't know how well it's going to work, but it does, you know, that's associations that you want. You are associated with one of the biggest companies in the world. So LFC is in a very, very, very good place. And this is the part where, and before we get out of here, this is the part where I want to get with all those people who used to make, we need ambitious. That word ambitious. We need ambitious owners. You know, we have outgrown our owners. They need to move on so we could bring somebody else in. And then when you ask them who's an ambitious owner, oh, Abram, oh, the Sheik from City, the PSG owners. What happened to all of them? I don't know what's going on with PSG, but the City, 115 charges. Chelsea, they just snitch on themselves, saying that during the Abraham years, he was doing some illegal stuff. He was breaking rules left and right. Now, Chelsea is in so much dire, they probably will get relegated or get docked points this year or next year. This is how bad these ambitious clubs are going to be doing because of what they did. And I remember that certain people on here, certain ManDem were talking about, oh, I'd rather have us go bankrupt but spend the money. Yeah, where you are now. Very quiet, ain't you? I'm sure all you guys are waiting for a club to do the tell-all book. If FSG was so bad, why is Michael Edwards, who left the club, decided to come back? That's crazy, man. That is so crazy. And then another team, Manchester United, they can't even pay their taxes. They can't pay their taxes where now their new owner, Ratcliffe, shows up and he said, oh, can the taxpayers please help us build a new stadium? That guy needs a couple slaps upside his head. You didn't even pay your taxes, but you want us to build you, as the taxpayers who are struggling already, build you a new stadium because you are Manchester United and you want a Wembley-sized stadium to play in. Man, you may need to do a car wash to build that stadium. Anyway, gents, thank you so much for coming through. Oh, 2-1. Belgium. Who scored? Who scored? That's crazy. 2-1 Belgium. Lukaku? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is that the Lukaku, the guy who failed at Chelsea? That's crazy. Yes, sir. Gomez fell asleep for the goal. Oh, my goodness. Now they're going to be jumping up on, they're going to be on the boy Gomez. Big up yourself, Realism. Oh, my goodness. They're going to say it's Gomez's fault. It's Gomez. Oh, he's playing center back. Yeah. Gomez is playing center back. Yeah, that's true. He is cold. He is cold for Belgium. And then sometimes Inter. Now, where is he at now? Roma, right? Or Juventus? Gomez ball watching. Lukaku doing Perlo outside the foot passes. What? That's painful. That's painful. Out of anybody. Out of anybody. Oh, man, that's crazy. Well, Gomez needs to come back to Anfield and we will protect him because you know they are about to get on it. You guys know the rival fan base are about to get on Gomez, right? So we have to protect him. We have to protect him. How well is the midfield playing, though? How well is the midfield playing? Because you can't have Lukaku out here playing like Perlo. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, ManDem. Pascal, what do you say? Pascal Gross lost the duel versus. Oh, wow. Oh, well. Thank you, gents. Appreciate you all coming through the barbershop. Like I said, we got some serious supporting to do because starting on this weekend, it's all about Liverpool and it's all about support, nothing else. We got to give these guys a much love and much support. Whatever happened before then is gone. Now, the next 10 games for the league, and then whatever the next 2 games for the Europa, plus anything else after that. But the most important is the next 10 games, and we need to win every single one of them. And the support has to be at ultimate level. We have to make noise. So, guys, thank you so much. Please share, subscribe, like the notification bell, please. I appreciate y'all. We're gonna try to be back on Friday, for a late night vibe. Anybody who can't sleep could come through and talk to us. We'll be here. We appreciate y'all. Appreciate it. Quincy Bowl. Bruce.